Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is our Team Lotus team call for Thursday, August 13th. I don't have a whole lot this evening. I think we are crushing our team cup goals. Everybody's showing up and doing their work every day. I think almost everyone, if not everyone, yes, everyone on our team cup team has helped somebody this month to get started with whether it's bod or a challenge pack or signing somebody up as a coach. So I think we're all pulling our own weight on our team cup. I'm really excited about where we're going to end up. It's only the 13th. We're not even halfway through August, and I think we're all crushing it. So keep checking in, please. Everybody was great about that in week one, and it's kind of fallen off this week. So check in. I love to see what you've done every day. If you're checking in Team Glow, that's great too. But not everybody's in that team. So if you can put it in Team Lotus, that'd be awesome under the nightly post. That's all I really have for this evening. So I'm going to throw things over to Ashley, and she's going to talk about her awesome stories that everybody should be jealous of, because I know I am.
Okay, so I apologize for the toddler, but the biggest thing that I have found with my stories is I make all my graphics on Canva, and I basically have like a same blueprint kind of text that I use, and I just change the layout so it's something fresh and new, and I'm happy to share everything that I make in the team page.
And you use the free version, right?
Yeah, I don't pay for anything.
Okay, cool.
And like I said, of course, I'm happy I like creating stuff, so I'm happy to share everything. A couple weeks ago, I noticed that my story views went from like 100 to 200 a story down to like 50 and below. I don't know if Instagram's changed their algorithm again. I don't know if I pissed off the Instagram gods. I'm not sure. So I'm changing things up. I'm trying things new. My stories usually go with, I have my wake up, drink up morning every morning. Then I do my goals and whatever podcast I'm listening to that morning. Then I do energize. So I'm showing consistency with my three things. I'm giving value early in the morning by, hey, this is a great podcast, check it out. And then after, I post my workout clips, which are consistency throughout the day. And then I start posting pictures of the crazy kid. She's super cute, but she doesn't think so, apparently. But I try to always use a lot of the poll feature, and I use a lot of the slide emoji feature. So I've been trying to use 3 or 4 different types of features throughout my stories. So poll, the sliding thing, asking questions, the quiz, using hashtags, tagging somebody. I try to do a bunch of different things in my stories throughout the day to keep pulling people in, keep interaction. And I'm starting something new this week where Mondays I'm going to do like Movie Monday. So every Monday I'll use a question poll and be like, what's your favorite rom-com?
I like that.
Okay, hold on. I'm talking. Wednesdays are Would You Rather, so I have 2 Would You Rather questions. And that, I find that people who aren't necessarily interested in fitness might be engaging in my stories, which gives me a connection, which is great, and gives me more views of my stories anyway. And then on Fridays, I'm going to post a picture of a meal that I have a recipe for. And I'm going to say, hey, if you want this recipe, DM me. So I'll do the DM one, or I'll do a question and ask for the email. And then I'll start like an email chain. Every Friday, these recipes will go out. So then, again, connections. I'm getting traffic on my page. Charlotte, you don't need the chair. Stop. I'm talking. And then I'm also adding emails to my email list. So that's what I'm going to be doing to try to boost engagement in my stories.
I think that's awesome. I like all of those ideas. I had a question that now is slipping my mind. If I think about it, I'll
think of my stories like a TV show. Mm-hmm. And when people are watching my stories, 90% of the people that follow me are not following me because they're ready to start a health and fitness journey right this second.
Right.
They're following me because they relate to me with my life, with my IVF journey, with having a miscarriage, with having a toddler. So my life is the show that I show on my stories. and my coaching and my fitness are my commercial breaks.
Commercials. Yeah, I like that. They talked about that on a National Wake Up Call a few weeks ago. I thought that was really good. Yeah.
So I like to make sure that if they're coming to my stories, like think about it when you watch somebody's stories, somebody who's selling skincare or essential oils or something like that, or even fitness accounts. If you go through their stories and every single one is, this is what's in my shake, this is what's in my workout, this is my skincare routine, this is my hair care routine.
Yeah.
You're not watching, you're just going to skip it.
Scroll by, yeah.
Person. So I try to keep something. I'll do funny videos of her or funny clips, cute clips. She's a sass pants, and people seem to love when she makes sassy faces at me. So I'll do something like that just to keep people from completely disregarding my stories. Even if they're not 100% sure they want to do fitness with me, if I have stuff in my stories that they know they're going to see my cute kids being silly, they're not going to just skip me completely. They might rush through a little bit, but then they're also still seeing what I'm doing. They're seeing how I'm working my business. They're seeing my fitness.
Right.
I'm doing all the programs that I'm offering, but
they're less likely to sit there and tap their way through it. Yeah. I remember the question I had. So when you do the hashtags in your stories, I do the same wake up, drink up most mornings. But that's something that I often forget. Like when I tag my meals, a lot of times I'll do a hashtag with my meals. Like I'll show if breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I have certain things I use for those. When do you use a hashtag, and what types of hashtags are you using on your stories?
I always have the hashtag wake up, drink up. No, don't pull that, please. I will hashtag my shake with hashtag daily superfoods.
Okay.
I hashtag the virtual gym. Sometimes I'll hashtag random like mom things or fertility things. But for the majority, yes, you can have the stickers. For the majority, it's my consistent ones are wake up, drink up, daily superfoods, virtual gym, hashtag coach life, things like that.
Okay, cool.
And I mix it up because you can only use one of the hashtag options in stories, but you can use multiple hashtags in your text. So like when I do if I show my power hour during nap time, I'll do like hashtag nap time hustle today is me doing whatever, and that'll all be text, and then I'll use the story hashtag for hashtag coach life.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool. I need to get better at hashtags, and I also need to add more things in for my life. Like some days it's difficult if I'm really busy at work, and then I'll realize like, oh wow, the last story I posted, it's 5:00 and I'm leaving work, and my last story was like my workout from the morning. So yeah, but that's great. Thank you very much for sharing all of those story tips. I love it.
I also use an app called Plan. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm looking for a new app. It was really great until about a month ago, and I had all of these like hashtag groups. So it would help me figure out what hashtag in that topic is in like that sweet spot.
Popular.
So it's
Gotcha.
like too many hashtags, but enough to be seen. And then I don't know if it went to you have to pay for the subscription or what, but I lost all those groups. And then when I went to recreate group, it wasn't telling me like what was a good hashtag and what wasn't. So I have my groups pretty much back ish. I'm not super happy with them, but I'm looking for a new app now to work on my hashtags. But when I post, not stories, like an actual post, I always put 30 hashtags in my comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll do like 5 dots and then 30 hashtags in the comments. And I find that it doesn't jumble up my caption, but it's still putting my posts on different.
Yeah. I do hashtags on my posts also, but not as many as you do. I don't have mine saved. I probably should do that, but I do them. I'll do different ones. Some of them I do the same ones most of the time, but then I'll throw some extra different stuff in.
I listened to I can't remember what podcast it was, but Instagram allows you to do 30 hashtags. And a couple months ago, I listened to one and it said like the sweet spot is like 25 hashtags. But then I listened to another one last week or the week before, and it was like, it lets you do 30 hashtags. Why not do 30 hashtags? Like,
yeah.
nobody is going to sit there and count your hashtags and like, they 30 hashtags. I'm not following them. So it's just 30 more places for your post to be seen. And my post interactions have been really low too. So I'm really thinking that Instagram has changed their algorithm.
I think I agree with you because I've seen the same thing happen with my story views and also my post likes. I will say though, all of a sudden, and maybe this is because I've been reaching out to more people on Facebook, my Facebook story views have gone up and I'm getting new people, and some of the people that I just recently have had a conversation with, or that maybe I liked a post or something like that, those people have started to come up and they're seeing my stories. So that's been interesting. I invited some people today from there that I had talked to, but not within the last, like, I would say few weeks, but within the last couple months. So
I will make sure that I spend some time every day scrolling my feed and liking different posts. And I also, like, when I'm doing the dishes, I'll open my stories and then just let them play.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Whether or not I'm actually watching. Sometimes I try to comment on different stories periodically just to want a connection to engagement. But if I'm like doing the dishes or something and I know I haven't spent much time watching stories, or if like the stories that come up first are like other coaches, I try to make sure that I just let my stories play, because if you're watching people's stories, then your stories pop up on their feed. So I just try to run.
I've been trying to do that as well.
It's hard. Anytime you figure out the algorithm, then it changes.
I know it changes. Yeah. I guess that's on purpose.
Probably.
Cool. Well, I am going to just share one other thing that I actually just decided this evening. So MBFA I am starting that this coming Monday. Hopefully we'll have some new folks coming into the group to start MBF. That is the goal. But I'm going to do the 3 weeks of MBFA. And then I decided that I'm going to do Ultimate Reset again after that. So that ends up being the Tuesday. Well, it ends up being Labor Day, but am I really going to set myself up to start Ultimate Reset on Labor Day? No, I am not. So we're going to start that on September 8th. Another coach and I from Team Glow are going to co-host a bod group. And of course, it's open to everybody in my team to do that. Everybody on Ashley's team, everybody on Katie's team. Everybody is welcome to join us. Please share this in your team pages. If you have a team page, I know some of you have team pages on Facebook or have your own bod groups. Please share that. And I would love to have a huge group of people doing this. Of course, I'm going to be advertising this on my stories and on social media coming up soon, especially because of all of the issues with shipping that Beachbody has had. I want you have to have the stuff to do Ultimate Reset. You can't really start it. I mean, I was impatient when I was waiting for it to come back in May. So I kind of started some of the meals, but you have to have the supplements to officially start. So I want people to be ordering that within the next couple weeks so that they have their stuff by the time it's time to start. I don't think Ultimate Reset is one of the things that's back ordered, but I haven't checked, and I don't want it to delay anybody, because that would be such a poor experience. So if you're interested in doing that, please reach out to me, comment here, send me a message, whatever. And please share that with your groups so that we can get a big group of girls to do it. That'd be awesome.
And I am doing a bar launch on September 14th. So I have one more week of my second round of MBF, and then I'm doing the 3 weeks of MBFA, and I'm going right into bar blend. I'm going to do like a hybrid bar blend and postnatal type group. Again, open to everybody. I'm personally going to be starting with a traditional bar blend and hopefully be transitioning to prenatal at some point. But I'm going to be advertising to anybody, whether they're pregnant, just had a baby, don't care to have kids at all. I'm looking for everyone to do bar blend with me. So if you know anybody who's interested in bar blend, if you want to try it out, I'll be having a group that have as many people. Let's get 600 people in this group.
Yeah, and I'll be sharing that as well, the bar information. I'll be sharing both, because not everybody's going to want to jump into Ultimate Reset. That is pretty limiting. But I'm hopeful that people will want to do it based on my results. But bar is awesome. I really enjoyed that program. It kicked my butt in a way that I didn't realize I needed. Maybe I'll do a couple of those workouts at Ultimate Reset. You're not really supposed to work out, but I could do maybe something little. We'll see. Keep it on the DL. I'll do it anyway. But yeah, that's really exciting. I'm very excited for these things coming up. Oh, and that should set us up perfectly for the running program, which I always forget it's the name. Breakaway something.
30-day breakaway.
There it is, 30-day breakaway. I think that's in October. So that'll be perfect timing to end up, after bar, depending on whether you're doing regular bar or the prenatal bar, to go into 30-day breakaway. So that is what our plan is, at least now through September. And I hope everybody's going to join at least one of those things. And of course, we'll still have our regular fit club that's up right now, that we're all in. I haven't been having any issues with scheduling things. And actually it's gotten better. I'm seeing notifications when my posts are going up, which I hadn't been, which is great. So I think we're over the hump, hopefully, knock on wood, whatever, with bod groups having some issues. So I'm glad that it's working better. So I think we'll just keep that main one going, and then we'll do these little offshoot programs, bod groups for those specifically for a particular time period. All right. Thanks for watching. Drop any questions in the chat, and we'll see you next week.